On my way into work, I just saw a gas truck with a mud flap that had some of the best marriage advice I think I've ever seen. The mud flap read, "Your energy partner." There were a lot of things I thought I was supposed to be doing as a husband. I thought I was a good husband, but I was a shitty partner. And when my partner needed something from me or wanted to bring up an idea or felt an intuition about something, I, for some reason, thought we were some kind of opposites attract yin-yang thing where my job was to be the foil. So there is this term in business called a pre-mortem, where you actually take a look at why a business deal may go wrong. You start from the negative, work backwards, and make sure you don't do those things. That is a fine strategy for a business deal. It is not a good strategy for a relationship. So I always came with the opposite energy and tried to work starting from a no and how we would build a yes when my partner needed me to match the energy of the yes from the get-go, and we could figure out the blueprints later.
Jay Fisher 62, he also had things to say about premarital counseling. Here was my response in the comments to premarital counseling. Jay Fisher, thank you so much for commenting on my quiet reaction to your video. I too did premarital counseling with my now husband of 11 years. And we actually did 2 sessions. We did one session with my pastor and then one with his. We're from 2 different churches. My pastor actually told us not to get married, that we weren't ready, instead of offering up some tools, to help us prepare for what marriage was going to be like. He just basically said that we weren't ready, and without any further information. And then when we did the session with my husband's pastor, I got the impression that there was something that I was doing wrong only, that, some of the issues that we had came from me, you know what I mean? And it had nothing to do with my husband, and that I just needed to be quiet and listen more to him instead of offering up some actual valuable information for 2 people who are insistent on being partners and not, this archaic nonsense that a lot of times they will spew. So yeah, I definitely agree with a lot of what you said, but I wanted to stitch and add some additional information because matching your partner's energy is so key. On not in all levels, I would say just, on a general level. I mean, I could get more specific, but I'm going to save that for the stitch.
Been served so much better had I understood that my role was to match my partner's energy, and my partner would have been served because she actually would have had a partner instead of someone just saying no to her all the time. So for what it's worth, anybody out there looking to start a relationship or improve on theirs, matching your partner's energy with yes excitement on their ideas, on their hopes and their dreams is a real big one. So anyway, hope that helps.
Go watch this video, Jay Fisher 62. What he took out of that was that you should match your partner's energy in whatever. And I have to 1000% agree with him, because I actually got some counseling from a true counselor, not my pastor, not my husband's pastor, but some actual clinicians who, she asked me this question. I was, talking about how, I felt like I was doing all the work in the relationship, physical and mental labor in the relationship. And so regarding the physical work in the relationship, she said, so are you more upset that he's not doing it, or that you have to? And I said, well, that I have to, because if I don't do it, nobody else is going to do it. And she says, well, don't do it. I tried that trick and it worked. Willing to push through any, like letting dishes sit in the sink, letting trash spill over, letting laundry get piled up, not cooking for your family. You have to get comfortable with that. And I know there's a lot of women, a lot of wives, a lot of mothers who would say, I can't do that. I can't let dishes sit in my sink longer than a couple of hours. I can't let the trash run over. I can't let laundry sit in the baskets for longer than a day or so. That's you. And that's why you're stressed out. And because they know that you're not going to let it sit there, so they are not inclined or motivated to do anything about it. I sat with dishes in the sink for several days. I sat with the trash hanging over until it got taken out by someone other than me. I let the laundry pile up to see what would happen if the laundry piled up. And what I found was that people were waiting on me to do something. And because they were waiting on me to do something, I didn't give them the opportunity to move and do things. So now I delay. I match my partner's energy. I wait before I do anything, especially if I'm tired. I am not so inclined to just be the first person to get it done. I'm just not. And that's just the way that I am. But I say matching energy helped me out so much in my relationship. So, in conclusion, while Jay Fisher 62 was more so talking about matching energy as far as when your spouse tells you something or is excited about something, I believe matching energy when it comes to things too. Because if they're going to sit around not doing anything, try you doing the same thing. If they think that it can wait, then maybe you should see if it can wait. See how long it'll take to if you wait it. Matching energies, so key.